Welcome again to another video. In this video I'm going to do a body language of a comparison of body language between Matthew McConaughey, or whatever the name is, and John Cena, okay? Let's go.
You had a persona that, am I right, was sort of half man, half machine. Was that
Yes,
the idea?
that's correct. Yes.
This was prototype.
It was awful. Yes.
Okay, we can see in the first instance the different body language between the two, okay? Matthew more like lean back and relaxed style, okay? Shoulders back, all the body lean back, but at the same time the hands are protecting the belly. That's quite interesting, okay? He's trying to transmit confidence, okay, but at the same time he's trying to the same time to protect himself. So, and you can see that too with the leg, okay, but it's very interesting. And on the other hand is John Cena, okay, he's protecting himself with the hands too on his private parts, okay, but on the other hand his legs are wide open, okay, very good. They both arms on the side, okay, the shoulders back, okay, like the muscle does, okay, and a straight line, chin up, very confident body language. Different body languages, but at the same time they are transmitting the same emotion, confidence. Let's go.
So you want to try to find a persona, or here's some more.
You can say this between the two, protecting his private parts, the leg, okay, but at the same time Matthew is not protecting himself from John Cena. He's protecting himself from other people, maybe the audience on the other side, or maybe the interviewer. But he's focusing on John Cena, and you can see on the eyes, he's relaxed, and he's focused on what he's saying, okay? At the same, the hands that I told you before, protecting his belly, okay? So at the same time, he's trying to stay in his comfort zone. And John is being very professional, okay? You can see that in jobs they don't let you to lay back too much because society is thought as being rude, but here you can see that if you carry your personality, as with the Tom Hardy and Leonardo DiCaprio video that I did a few months ago, if you carry your personality as you want to carry it, okay, and people trust you, okay, with who you are, it doesn't matter how your body language is or how you are. It's just the simple fact of being you and being confident on who you are. You can talk a certain way, but if you transmit confidence and you transmit trustworthiness, people really don't care, okay? And you can be the same person transmitting trustworthiness, but having a more traditional kind of body language. Doesn't really matter in the end.
Or inside baseball for a gimmick. Oh. Where it describes you as a character.
Okay, he's showing his body language. He's speaking with his body language. As I always told you, it's better when you speak with your body language, the whole thing, your whole vocal tone, your words change completely, okay? And you can see that on John Cena. He's making the correct poses. When he wants to make the poses, he changes the accent. He tries to change the tonality. Doesn't really matter because he's using the body to change what he's saying, okay? It's interesting. With Matthew, you can see that he's trying to intervene, okay? You can see that he's opening his mouth, he's biting his lips, he's thinking about what he wants to say. So maybe Matthew is going to say something really soon.
So like when you walk out, people notice you, and you can describe your character.
But these are not gimmicks. This is real.
And to intervene, he's using his body, okay? He puts the palm down, to show that he's trying to submit. In this case, John Cena, or the words of John Cena, is intervening in John Cena monologue with his body and his voice at the same time, okay? And he's focusing on John Cena. He's letting him know that now he wants to talk. That now Matthew he wants to talk.
Well, I mean, if they work, yes.
But
you kind of it's a trial and error process with a lot of errors. And my first try was the prototype, which was half man and half machine.
And you can see that Matthew, the times that John Cena, when John Cena answered his question, he let him know at the same time that he's going to continue with what the other thing with the other thing that he was telling. So he doesn't stop speaking, and at the same time he's looking at Matthew, letting him know, okay, you have talked, now it's my turn, okay, I'm not finished here. And Matthew knows this, read it, he's reading it very well, and he closed himself again. He let the other hand go to his place and stops talking. It's good. It's pretty good between the two. Okay, a good intervention. That's how you have to intervene. Or that's how you have to answer someone that is being rude, someone that is intervening in what you're saying. It's just by answering politely. Okay, don't losing your neck, don't losing your whole body, because John Cena has the same body. He hasn't changed, except his hand. Okay, he's touching himself to use it as an anchor, emotional anchor to support himself against Matthew, but closing his body language in a kind of way. But at the same time, he's answering and he's not changing that much his body language. Okay, his legs are open, so it doesn't really matter. And at the same time, that's how you should answer, because John Cena has answered Matthew and has connected the answer of he has just told Matthew to his previous talk. Okay, so Matthew understands this and let him know that okay, it's your turn. I'll let you.
Was the prototype, which was half man and half machine, and 100% crap.
But given that you're not half a machine, how did you demonstrate you were a machine?
Well, I used
Because John Cena hasn't answered the question that just Matthew throw out there. For example,
You were a machine.
well, I percent crap.
But given that you're not half a
okay, John Cena doesn't answer. He waits for the interviewer. He let Matthew know that I'm not answering your questions. I'm answering the interviewer. I'm not finished here. It's my turn. And you will see around this part of the video the changes that Matthew and John Cena do.
machine, how did you demonstrate you were a machine?
Well, I used this ability to talk rather monotone and would say things authoritative, and just when I said I would kick your ass at the fairgrounds on Sunday, I would rewind it and say it again for you. I would kick your ass at the...
That's why I'm telling you about using your body language to transmit what you're saying. Okay, because if you don't, if you talk like a piece of wood, nobody is going to be interested in what you're saying. And using your hands or your body language are showing to the other people that you are interested in what you are saying. You are not just speaking just to speak. Okay, you are telling a story.
The fairgrounds.
that didn't work.
You... No. No, it didn't.
That's a good one.
Yeah, but
Okay, he's massaging himself, okay? Because he has interrupted John Cena again, and he's trying to feel emotion, to test what is going on right now, okay? Because he's trying to again take the stage, but at the same time he's trying to know what limits he can test. here. Okay, because John Cena he's acting right now. Okay, Matthew's being himself. He's like, for example, in the interview with Tom and Leo, is Tom Hardy's being himself. Leo's being portraying something, a character in their interview. John Cena is portraying a character, and Matthews is being himself. Okay, there's nothing wrong with acting if you know your limits. Okay, as you will see now, you to act, it takes your energy away. Okay, to act a certain way, in a way that you are not comfortable about, and a way that you are not really, takes your energy away. Okay, takes your, so you need to know what limits you can you can get to. Okay, and you will see now, in nothing wrong with being yourself. Okay, if you are respecting the other people. Okay, and there's nothing wrong with acting if you are respecting the other people. Okay, you have to know what you want to do. Okay, it's just playing. You have to play with different things. Okay.
Worked on one. I have one.
Yeah.
Okay, and he opens his hands. He's offering himself. Okay, so he's connecting with Matthew right now, and Matthew likes that. Okay, he's laughing. Look at, you can see on the eyes. Okay, you can see this on the eyes. You can see on the mouth. He's enjoying it. Yeah, he's having fun with John, which is pretty good. Okay, and John is true having fun too, because though he's acting, because you can see that he's portraying an emotion. He wants to portray an emotion. He's showing that he's truly having fun.
I'm in.
You found huge success as John Cena.
Imagine that. I figure I need to come up with some sort of name.
Yeah, look, every wrestler has a name?
Yes, and people think that, like, hey, man, how'd you make up the name John Cena? I was like, no, dude, I would have made up, like, Dick Hammerbush or something cool like that.
Not Dick Cameron.
He's thinking. Okay, you can see the moving fingers.
Not Dick Cameron.
Or something, I don't know. That's a start. No, let's move from there.
No one's letting you go out with that, no.
But they actually think that John Cena is a gimmick name. But no, that's actually, through all the presentation that is WWE, I'm stuck with John Cena.
Are you a wrestling fan, Jamie?
I used to love wrestling.
And he rubs John Cena in the middle of the conversation, but he doesn't really care. Okay, he's portraying an action, and maybe he's now trying to want to get away. That's why he doesn't finish. Okay, even the word John Cena. Okay, and but you can see that he's feeling kind of emotion. You can see that he's playing with the fingers, but he doesn't care. He's now resting, okay, and he's trying to portray a person that respects the people around him. So he really doesn't care. He's portraying he doesn't feel attacked, okay, to himself, because he's portraying someone else.
When we were much younger, about the same time as Transformers back in the day.
At the same time, you can see the different body language, okay? When Norton, I think it's called, yes, Norton, Graham, throws a random question to the other person,
Love wrestling.
you can see the different body language, okay? When Matthew intervenes, he's relaxed, he doesn't move a lot, okay? And at the same time, or he moves with purpose, and at the same time, when someone asks John Cena a random question, as before, for example, when Matthew asks him different questions, he doesn't move a lot, he just stays in this character. But with this one guy, I don't know who it is, with this one, he's touching himself, he's moving his leg, he's moving his body, he's not being feeling confident, okay?
When we were much younger, about the same time as Transformers back in the day, we had Big Daddy.
And he's trying to get the confidence from the public, okay? So he's forcing the confidence into him. It's not good, okay? You have to know, you have to be prepared, and this is only with practice, okay? So don't be afraid to practice, don't be afraid to portray different characters, don't be afraid of being yourself, okay? You have to know what difference you have to, what you want to transmit to the world, what you want to show to the world, who you want to be in the end, okay? Let's continue.
Giant haystack.
And Matthew doesn't care. He's going for the water. He has a poker face. He doesn't care. But John is portraying. He's portraying being respectful of other people. You can see he's portraying, so he's being likable. But at the other hand, Matthew is being himself. So if he doesn't like something, he doesn't care. If he likes something, in this case John Cena, he pays attention.
No, I used to love it. I thought it was just fantastic.
By the way, I'm John Cena. all these awesome names. You know, the ultimate drooler, or like nothing.
And wrestlers like to have signature moves and things.
Yes.
And one of yours is the "you can't see me." But
That's correct.
Is that true? That came out of your family somehow?
Yeah, I was dared to do it. So I was actually making the music for my own theme song that you just so heard and finally serenaded me to. Thank you very much. And we played it for my brother. And the first time he heard it, this was
You can see the difference energy. You can compare this energy with the. I will play it a little bit. You can see the difference.
This was the 50 Cent's crew had a really popular song called "In the Club," and he heard it the first time,
And you can see the difference between this one.
You had a persona that, am I right? Off machine, was that
yes,
the
that's
idea?
correct. Yes,
This was prototype.
It was awful. Yeah, so you want to try to find a persona, or here's some more inside baseball for it, a gimmick. Oh. Where it describes you as a character, so like when
You can see the different energy, okay? You can see that now John is getting tired of portraying this character, and now he's slowing down a little bit. At the same time, he's being very intelligent with when to get the battery again, okay? When to recharge, and he's using it with telling a familiar story, a story that is showing himself, and a story that is close to him. So he's relaxing, he's showing with the body again, he's leaning forward, he's letting the shoulders being a little bit more relaxed, the back more relaxed. You can see that he's lunging forward. I think it's the correct word, okay? So he's being very intelligent when to relax. And that's why I told you before, you have to know when to act, when don't to act, and know your limits, okay? In this case, John knows perfectly how to play it, the character that he's playing on this interview.
you won't do it on TV.
And again, Matthew's thinking, you can see on the moving jaw, on the moving lips.
You won't do it on TV. So what the hell do I gotta lose? What are you gonna do, fire me? Of course I'll do it on TV. But instead of doing this, I did this.
And you can see that he's relaxing with the hands too.
Do it on TV. So what the hell do I gotta lose? What are you gonna do, fire me?
He throws the hands, he's more relaxed right now.
Of course I'll do it on TV. But instead of doing this, I go.
And you can see that the difference. He's showing his palm, he's offering his story. Very interesting, okay? The different body language. Again, look at Matthew. He's focused on John Cena. Again, compare this face with this one when the other guy was talking.
Wrestling fan, Jamie.
I used to love wrestling.
Look at this face. He's not interested at all.
When we were much younger, about the same time as Transformers, back in the day, we had Big Daddy.
Yeah.
The giant haystack.
He's not interested at all. You can see the difference. Okay, let's go again.
15 years. Yes. And I'll do you one better. people actually think I'm invisible. There will be people to look at this couch.
Okay, he's using the hands again to describe the couch, okay, the barrier. It's interesting.
And be like, why is there nobody next to McConaughey?
Again, with the palms making sound, okay? He's showing himself. He's now probably he's going to interrupt right now because now he's making sound. He's laughing out loud. He's using the hands to make sound to make him appear in the stage again.
He said John Cena would be there, but we can't see him. So, you never know.
You remember Hacksaw Jim Duggins and King Kong Bundy and Skandar Akbars and Von Erichs? He carried the claw.
And this is very interesting. You can see that on the body language. He's leaning forward to Matthew. He's trying to connect with himself. Matthew again is trying to connect with John. And Matthew has let John talk for around 3 minutes, and now this is very interesting. This is very intelligent for his part. He has tested the leadership of John Cena, the status of John Cena, and now he knows who it is, and now respects John Cena. So now is trying to talk with John Cena with something that he knows he can connect. So he's speaking about something that is there to him and something that is there to John Cena. It's very interesting. It's a way to connect with himself. He has tried to be the leader on the relationship, but John has defended himself against Matthew, and again now they are equal to each other. So now they are connecting.
Von Erichs, he carried the claw. Oh, I got kicked out of
Texas
Hirsch College.
We're talking Texas wrestling.
Again, and because John now respects Matthew because what he has just done or what he has done before, respecting himself. Okay, now he's defending Matthew with the public. Okay, and Matthew respects that John is defending his brother now. Okay, now this is a brotherly bond with the public too. Now look at the two. They're like brothers. They are defending each other right now.
He kicked out of Hirsch Coliseum in Shreveport.
And for example, now look at Matthew. He's trying to touch John. It's very interesting how a connection can change in just 3 minutes.
Coliseum in Shreveport for pelting Skandar Akbar with a.
And now you can see that John is letting Matthew talk. Okay? He's letting Matthew talk and he's focused on Matthew talking. Look at this. It's pretty.
Skandar Akbar with a bag of tomatoes on the 8th row.
Skandar Akbar
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
was a man dressed as a sheik that used to throw fire.
Yes.
And supports Matthew by explaining the things that Matthew's talking about and nobody cares or nobody understands. So Matthew doesn't feel alone in this place, okay? Doesn't feel misunderstood. He makes it funnier. The things that Matthew is talking about. So Matthew is now it's a brotherly bond. It's so beautiful, so beautiful. This is just respect, okay? It's what I'm talking about always, about the thing that when you are talking with someone, respect yourself, okay? You are talking, respect the other person, okay? If it interrupts, maybe interrupts, but respect the other person, but at the same time, respect yourself. Don't lose yourself in the conversation. So the other person understands your limits, respect them, and then you can bond together. That's the thing. That's why I'm always talking about in these kind of videos.
King Kong Bundy, who was like 484 pounds.
And
remember the missing link from Parts Unknown.
Yeah.
And
Remember the green face, spit green mist?
They sound really good.
And now Matthew is now he's moving his leg. Maybe he wants to open out more of his body to copy the body of of John Cena now that he has connected to him, or maybe he wants to put the other leg on the other side, okay, just to relax this leg, or maybe there are lots of painting here, or maybe to close himself to John Cena to show that he wants to take the stage now, okay, but at the end he doesn't do it.
The green face, spit green mist.
He decides unconscious decision to stick to his brother now, and this is very interesting. This is so amazing.
They sound really good.
Good stuff.
Yeah, it's entertaining.
It was so much fun.
And I'm John Cena.
But he's got this.
It's so beautiful. Well, this is the comparison between the two. It's very interesting comparison, and I think that you have learned something here. But if not, you can check my other videos. Good day. Good luck.